two of the issues that the Ministry of Health, when they wrote to Nyanchwa Medical Services, they raised an issue of something which is called upcoding, whereas some health facilities are supposed to maintain a certain number of patients and a certain number of diagnostic capacities by making sure that certain patients are treated in a certain way. But then some health facilities made decisions which included the fact that sometimes if a patient came and the patient was being diagnosed with a disease which didn't need an operation, but if the health facility found that this person could actually be operated on, they proceeded to operate using their technical training. The argument that the health facility is making that by this facility uploading the diagnostics and the capacities on the patients which are going to get these services, then that they have done something wrong. Number two, the other issue that has been brought up is what they call unbundling. These two terms are actually, for me, they're just brought in to essentially confuse the public and confuse the medical practitioners. The issue that is there, the uploading and unbundling of the provision of the services by Nyanchwa Health Facility should never be left for Nyanchwa Health Facility to decide whether they are going to unbundle or upload who they are going to treat. Because you can have a child who has been brought in as if this child is having what? Constipation. And yet the child has swallowed something and it's stuck in the stomach. Now, what happens if the doctors decide to operate? What these individuals are saying is that you should make the decision, you should not make the decision of operating on this child, because when you entered this child case in the system, the child was not supposed to be operated on. So if you get a professional, he'll argue pro or against this matter. And anyway, when the members of the Ministry of Health came to Nyanchwa, they never left any report saying whether they had found that the hospital was uploading or it was unbundling any of their services. These are allegations which they raised, but the health facility has said they were actually not doing any of this. It is only that the issues you have are, one, they're administrative, because there was a change of management of individuals of the health facilities, and the individual who was removed as the CEO was not happy that he was removed because you have a new person there. This is an internal matter that should really not be brought to the public. And the Ministry of Health should not engage itself. And if the Ministry of Health realized that Nyanchwa Health Facilities had committed any crime, by now some individuals should have been arrested and taken to EACC. That is why I'm calling this exercise flimsy. My conviction and belief is SHA has been unable to pay health facilities the money they should pay because these facilities have been providing the services that Kenyans need. The whole of the SHA system, the health system in Kenya is now broken. And the point I'm making, and that is a good question you asked, it's very simple. You know, sometimes you don't have to look very far. If Nyanchwa Mission Hospital broke the law and did something untoward, and this something means that these individuals who are running the facility were not doing their jobs, what do you do after that? Commonsensically, there are institutions that you hand over this information to so that they can make rational and reasonable decisions on what to do with the facility. But when a health facility when the health department, the Ministry of Health officials then go to Kisii and say that this facility has been having things which they are not comfortable with, and immediately they stand up and say, close the place. What does that mean? Can they go to Kenyatta National Hospital and do the same if the CEO had, like the other day, somebody came and killed a patient in the hospital? Why didn't they close Kenyatta? This is a public facility that is offering services. When you are closing it, you have 200 employees who are working in that facility. This is a facility that handles 1,500 community members within the area of Kisii town. So when you close, this is the same thing that happened in St. Mary's in Kakamega. Bishop Obanyi was saying, when you close my facility because you are not able to pay me, do you understand the multiplier effect all the way down to the ground? How many people are losing jobs? Suppliers are there. I'm not able to pay electricity. You can't pay water. So either the Ministry of Health needs to review how they are handling these matters, or they are going to have tons and tons of cases in court where they have stopped this facility not to run. In 2 months, the amount of money that they are collecting, the ministry will have to pay. So somebody in the Ministry of Health has to be responsible. And my conviction is the closing of this facility and others, there are other facilities who have been closed, is not for professional negligence and abuse of office. It is because of one, political reason and business interest. That's the point I'm making.